Remember, like yesterday's fail, you guys have to be in radian mode. I kept typing and I'm like, we're getting the horizontal line. What the heck? It was in degree mode. So, look, if you're going to be plugging in radians, like see the pi, those are radians. Degrees are 30, 45, 60. So look, so if I type in, I'll just do 90 right now. Like if I type in sine of 90, I get 1, and that's correct because there's sine degree 90. But if I type in sine of pi over 2, I get 0.07, and obviously that's not correct. Okay, you have to be in the proper, oh yeah, thanks, yeah. Okay, thank you. You have to be in the proper mode. You have to be in the proper mode. And so and that's why you guys really want to get comfortable with your chart, and you want to have a completed chart, because in case you forget to change the mode in your calculator, your chart should be perfect because you have the values regardless if it's radians or degrees, okay? So, if you want to change to radians, you hit shift, it's these two, setup, and you're going to go to radians. Remember, degree, radian, gradient is pre-calc, calc. Okay, you're going to go radian, so you hit 4. And now it's the little R right there. Now there's the R instead of degree. And by the way, your cell phones do that as well. So if you guys go in your cell phone, notice I'm in, if I'm on radian mode, I hit radian. See rad there. So that is radian mode, and then there's like degree mode. So see how it goes degree, radian. Your phone even does that. So if I want to go okay, let's do degree. If I want to go sine of 90, there's my 1. But if I go, so if I want radian, oh, I was like, where's the pi button? Okay, right here. So if I go pi divided by 2, sine, right, there's that. You get that, okay? So, what am I doing? So your phone, yeah. What is going on? Oh, I see what it's doing. Yeah, okay, hold on. I didn't hit the equal. If you're going to use your phone, it's pi divided by 2. I hit sine right away. You have to hit equal. And then hit sine, and there's my 1. Okay, so even your cell phone has the degree and the radian mode. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's close it all up. Okay, so with that being said, all right, you guys did this worksheet yesterday, and essentially you guys did it. It was on amplitude. So amplitude. So like here for 2, what you guys should have noticed is if this was 4 cosine theta, it rose to positive 4 and dropped to negative 4. This 2, it rises to 2, drops to negative 2. That's your amplitude. Okay, and then this one we did yesterday, 2's the high, right? Negative 2, right? Maximum, minimum, right? Okay, and then when you're graphing it, so if I look at this one, when you guys graph it, this is referred to as the midline. So, you know what? Let me put it over here. Here, we'll look at this one. Let's just look there. All right. Okay, look. If the function, right, so your unit circle, this is just your sine function, your basic sine function, okay? Look, here's 0, here's 2 pi, here's pi, right? And then you guys have your quadrants, and if you guys were to grab color haven't I used? Green. Okay, guys, I'm recording. Okay, so look, you have a cosine function here, you have a sine function here. Your unit circle, your quadrants, this is 0 to 90 degrees, quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2, 90 to 180, 180 to 270, 270 to 360. These are your 4 quadrants, so that is called one cycle. So if you're able to go from 0 to 2 pi, that is one cycle. Now, we'll eventually talk about a phase shift. Okay, well, we're going to talk about period today. So your period is 2 pi because it's very, very standard. Oh, here it is. I was like, where is it? Right, because if you look at your chart, we go from 0 or 0 pi to 360 or 2 pi. So that is one period. That is one complete revolution around your unit circle. Here's your 0, here's 90, 180, 270, 360, right? Okay, so you're going to start messing with it. Now, because it is also a unit circle, your amplitude on your basic ones is just 1. Now, this means your maximum and your minimum. Okay, this is called the midline. That's where it's oscillating high and low. Okay, so it's it starts at 0, it rises right to the maximum, and now here you are at 0, it's going to rise to your maximum, right? So this is a max. It's now going to fall within 2 quadrants, right? You hit the midline, and you're now going to go into the negative values, and this is your minimum, and then it restarts right back, and it gets back to 0. Okay, that is one cycle. That's your period. It's 2 pi. We'll mess with period and amplitude today. Okay. Okay, so you guys did this yesterday. It was just amplitude. And so amplitude, they give it the A letter. So if they give you guys, here I'm going to move this. If they give you y equal A and then sine x, or y equal A cosine x, or they can call it theta. That A is amplitude. Okay? That's your max, that's your min. Okay, so if it's 5, you're going 5 to negative 5. If it's 1, you don't see it, it's 1 to negative 1. Alright? That's what you guys did yesterday with this sheet. Okay, now we'll talk about period, but now I gotta cut the video to talk about that sheet that I just gave you guys. Okay, so here, get it in the calculator, but make sure you have your chart completed. Make sure you take the time to put in your simplified radicals and get them into decimals and write them in the corner. It really is faster. You're always able to use the calculator on the quizzes and the tests and to get things graphed. But once you learn what you're doing, if it's a simple enough function, it's almost faster to just go, what's 3 times 0.87? What's 3 times 0.71? What's 3 times 0.5? And you can graph the function really easy. All right, if you're taking pre-cal next year, you want to understand the circle, you want to understand the chart. Okay. All right. So then the worksheet, or the sheet I just